My name is Red Riding Hood. I have no father, no mother, no fear. An itching urge for vengeance is what brought me here. My father died in a work accident 4 years ago today. Well, I don't believe in accidents. I believe someone should pay. I came back to the city in search of answers, and for the man who ruined my life, B.B. Woolfe. So, in case you doubt it, this is no fairy tale, 'cause there is nothing fair about it. I arrived 14 days ago and sought a place to hide. An old woman rented me this dusty. Granny hugged me goodbye with tears in her eyes. She handed me a basket filled with food. I promised to come back soon with answers and with B.B. Woolfe's blood on my hood. I hadn't set foot in Ulrica since I was about 8 years old. I heard about its downfall from the papers Father brought home and the stories he then told. Though we lived in the forest, Father came to work here every single day and witnessed this once blooming city wilt and fade away. Today is a big day, for after 2 weeks of exploration, I'm off to break into the city archives and retrieve some information. I'm not after a bloodbath. I want justice. So fingers crossed I get there without getting noticed. How this place has changed. The curfew cleared the streets and drapes went down along with the sun. B.B. Woolfe's iron fist was like a punch to Ulrica's face, bruising the memory of his late father's reign and the city's glory days. The only faces in Ulrica today are the ones on these posters. Hundreds of girls gone missing. Hundreds of families cut apart. Aw, come on! That's not very pedestrian-friendly. Over time, tin replaced flesh and blood. In the factory as well as in the streets, driving families into poverty and honest men to dishonest deeds. All this tree climbing as a kid finally paid off. Okay, so you guys keep on doing that and pretend I'm not here. What a ghost town this has become. The truth behind my father's death was buried along with his body. Lips were sealed and the case was closed, but not for me. I had already lost a parent. This simply couldn't be. For weeks I cried. For months I couldn't speak. Until finally, I was done feeling so broken and weak. I asked Granny to teach me how to hunt and how to fight. Now, at last, I'm ready to make things right. Well, at least Woolfe was kind enough to install a cable ride across the river. Kudos. Oh, my biceps are gonna be sore tomorrow. Don't mind me, guys. The city archives, where the investigation of Father's death was put to rest. I must get inside. Yeah, no way I can sneak past those bastards. Back in boxes, where you belong. These piles of paper, covered with dust and lies, might just contain a clue to help me uncover the truth. Suspect in the disappearance of Ulrika's women, and my father's death as well? Who is this creature from hell? An ugly face, hiding ugly secrets. And an even uglier contractor, so it seems. Looks like the sewer is my next stop. Well, I'm ready to crack open this can of worms. Now, how about a tin opener? Even better. Let's go find that filthy rat. You're it. Will you leave me alone already? Who's next? Form an orderly line. You to not beat up girls? Tag, you're it. Mary sat beside me in 3rd grade. Her hair was fair, her skin so bright. Her mind, not so much. She copied my homework. I ate her lunch. One day, Mary's mother sat in the principal's office crying. We instantly knew. Yet another girl missing. Yet another mystery in tomorrow's paper. Her seat remained empty, as did mine the following day. For Father and Granny agreed the city was no longer a safe place for me to stay. Well, this is a part of town I've never been before. Wouldn't recommend it to visitors, that's for sure. Home to rats and bats, and to that musical piece of kidnapper scum. I can't wait to break his flute and make that bastard forever mute. You must be friends with that other rat. The one with the flute, right? Cut the crap! I mean it! Granny taught me how to hunt, how to fight, and how to run. But not swim. Shoo! Go play somewhere else! Believe it or not, normally I love all animals. Lovely odor. I wish I'd left my nose at home today. Ugh, only creatures from hell could live in this kind of smell. And I thought I had a crappy place. Come on, you Pied Piper. I'm running out of patience. Time to show your face. Holding my own feet to the fire wasn't exactly what I had in mind. play somewhere else. Ugh, looks like Ulrica's having a bowel movement. Someone should really send a plumber down here. When Father met my mother, it was love at first sight. Marriage soon followed with a handful of guests and a spit-roasted pig. Their future looked bright. Until one day, she didn't come home. On the table was a note. I'm picking flowers in the woods. Another search notice in the paper. An insufferable tragedy for the Hoods. The Woolfe Industries headquarters, where the factory staff had their office, where my father used to slave away. It's in this awful building that his lifeless body was found. A bookcase covering his chest. The collected works of Da Vinci accompanied him in eternal rest. Early that Thursday morning, hawkers set up stalls and goods. When word of his death reached the market and a friend of father was summoned to bring the bad news to the woods. Good thing I'm not afraid of heights. Thanks for sharpening my axe there. You guys seriously need to unwind. Shop with you. Sharpening my axe there. Once again, my trusty axe comes in handy. Looks like time stood still here. The smell of old books, pencils, and ink stains on the floor. That's my father, for sure. Father spoke in drawings, more often than in words. Charcoal was his mother tongue. He sketched the most beautiful stories I've ever heard. Father's notes, scattered and fragmented, like his mind often was. Pinocchio, you rascal. I tell your story night after night. If only my little girl knew how much you and I are alike. Living a life with many strings attached and an ever-growing nose to pay our dues. If only we could cut the cords. Am I a creator if what I create destroys? Is a toy still a toy on the devil's playground? It pays the bills, it feeds my child, but it kills innocent people and me on the inside. Oh, Father, what dark thoughts wandered through your bright mind? Grace, what is she doing here? With no mother to tuck me in, it was this tiny woman who stood by my bed and lulled me to sleep. Father made her in 22 days, my thumb-sized piece of comfort. I named her Grace. I'd forgotten all about her. She used to protect me from imaginary monsters. I hope she works her magic on real ones, too. Dear Mr. Woolfe, after careful consideration, I've decided to resign from my function at Woolfe Industries. I hereby give you my 2 weeks' notice. Sincerely, Joseph R. Hood. So Father quit? I didn't have a clue. Woolfe must have really screwed his mind, if only we knew. But wait, the letter's date. That's when Father died. Is that what I think it is? Did my father do what I think he did? He told me he designed toys. Well, this is hardly suitable for little girls and boys. Father, did these tin cadets, whom I've slaughtered by the dozen, originate from your mind? This can't be true. This isn't you. This is not you. I came here looking for clues, but now I'm even more confused. I need some air. Damn! So much for going unnoticed. Change of plan. Let's play Catch Me If You Can. to unwind. Luckily, I never outgrew playing with tin soldiers. Back to the shop with you. As a child, I had an army of men like them. But they were tiny with missing limbs and meant no harm. I still cannot believe these killer tin creations arose from my father's imagination. Did he really throw out all his principles just to make sure I could eat? Is it really that easy to go from bad to good? He never spoke of his work, but we knew he was unhappy. Mother's death took the light from his eyes, and though I know he loved me deeply, in the end, I was only a consolation prize. You guys seriously need to unwind. It'll take more than that. Luckily, I never outgrew playing with tin soldiers. Well, look who's decided to re-enter the race. Hey, where do you think you're going? Too scared to show your face? Why doesn't this wannabe boat have a steering wheel?